Hey guys, it's the JNM podcast. It's your boy Noah. I'm here. I'm your intro starter, intro specialist today, and I'm here with Micah and Jarrell. Rel, Reed, Micah Simply Sims. Let's
Damn,
go.
what a
Start the
fire intro.
podcast.
Alright,
Okay.
shall we? Cheers, my friends.
Okay. The topic of today's podcast is possible extinctions of possible ways humanity can go into extinction.
Possible ways for the human race to end, for us to be extinct. So that's not all life on Earth, it's just humans.
Just
And,
humans.
Are we saying critically endangered, like zombie apocalypse, like there's still people left, or like extinct?
We're talking like, well, I guess no. We're talking like extinction, like something that like life, all like human life on Earth gone.
Yeah. The thing is, I feel like even then there might be. I feel like basically nuclear holocaust would be.
Yeah, I was about to say
like,
the number one would be nuclear.
because other things like apocalypses or like supply chains breaking down, it's like some humans are so self-sufficient and live in communities where they're self-sufficient, hunter-gatherer type shit. So
I think the Yellowstone super volcano is gonna erupt.
no, I think the scientists said no, that's not erupting.
The alien egg that was in its embryo will break out of its embryo inside the Yellowstone volcano, and then after that it'll be the end of humanity because the alien will set up a beacon. It'll send a beacon to the other aliens, and it'll just like go back to and it'll come to the aliens, and the aliens will be like, "What are these stupid monkeys doing on our planet?" On our and the planet's not even a planet; it's a terraform.
What?
Our planet's not even a planet; it's a terraformed Dyson sphere of a white dwarf. That
True.
Yeah.
And then
can I take a side note here? A little tangent.
Oh wait.
On the alien subject, I don't know when the podcast is coming up. On the alien subject, you see, there's like 5 UFO sightings like the last half a week, and it was like, okay, a fucking spy balloon, whatever, that doesn't count because we know what that is. But it's like, oh, there's a whole tangent because there might have been some TikTok bullshit for this time. But they said it was a cylindrical like a cylinder, like a silver cylinder, and it moved without propulsion and just disappeared. And they said it's after they got upgraded radar systems. So the interesting thing about this is if you've been on this kind of UFO subject for a while, you know that's when the Pentagon declassified all those documents and all those military personnel were speaking out about that. They're like, yeah, it was off the Gulf of Mexico on our fucking aircraft carriers or whatever. We installed the new radar and we started seeing these things. And the senior staff said they ignored them, but when we flew out, we saw them and they described them as like the cylinder. One time I think they did describe them as the cylindrical silver thing, right?
Yeah.
And said they moved without propulsion and they disappeared. Bro, do we think this is some deep Pentagon black budget like juice that they know about, like the only senior staff knows about and the general military doesn't know about? Do you think it's some other country's advanced ass technology, or do you think it's actual extraterrestrials? Or because they said it was after new radar systems, right? Or is it just some fucking whimsical ass Earth shit that's been going on forever, but we weren't really like observing like that?
Yeah, I honestly, because I know an unidentified flying object was shot down over Lake Huron, and one was shot down over Lake Huron.
Yeah, wait. So that's the thing. Is I wonder how much they're actually telling us. Like, because like they say shot down. Maybe it was. Maybe because people saw it, and then they saw the fucking jets being dispatched to it. What if in reality they didn't shoot it down? They're like they told the pilots like, oh yeah, like fucking ignore it, right? Just like, yeah, I know you've been sent out here, but just fucking ignore that shit. And if you say anything, we'll fucking murder your family type shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, keep that secret.
Honestly, I also heard one thing that this is TikTok source, so not 100% like legitimate, but they released more stuff about Epstein's like wrist and stuff. Like they released more information and stuff like that. I don't know. Well, more information was found out. Basically, people were saying that like a lot of this UFO stuff was like released to like cover that up.
Cover it up. That's kind of fact. They said the same thing with the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. There's just a cover up.
That's honestly facts. That trial,
because there's a bunch of public attention. That's just a cover up.
Maxwell, yeah.
There was no reason for that trial to like get as big as it did.
I want to get back on topic. Have you heard of the series called All Tomorrows, or like
No.
Ultimars. So basically, it's the different evolutions of humanity.
Yeah, so yo, I was thinking.
And what if the Q was real, bro?
Bro, that was what I was thinking of as a possible extinction of humanity. Is that
a super advanced species that's like super religious about like.
No, I was thinking like if a branch of humanity evolves into like not all of humanity, but a separate branch of humanity evolves, like they have a different evolution span, and then they spread off and create a different like species group, and then sort of wipe out the rest of humanity.
What? You're talking about in over time?
Yeah, like over time.
Yeah, like we could like travel to the stars to a different planet or whatever. Yeah. But it would take so long for other humans to get to the planet besides like the original crew that they could have possibly evolved into different fucking beings.
We'd have to like
that's kind of it takes them so long to get there, but then that's insane.
We'd have to be able to invent like light speed technology like in stars.
Not even light speed, because a lot of these shit you hear like fucking 7 billion light years away or whatever the fuck they say.
Yeah.
Right? It'd have to be literally like warp, like fucking wormhole bending reality shit.
Yeah.
To even like, because even light speed, which is the fucking speed limit of the universe, in our current model of physics, it's not fast enough to fucking get to any of these places. That's how vast like space is.
Yeah.
But warp travel is like low-key time travel.
Yeah. Yes, actually. One show which
it's not conventional time travel, but it's like bending the time, like the reality of time and space and time. So like usually you'd observe whatever planet or star you're going to 7 billion years ago, but then you get there and it's like 7 billion years like ahead of what you saw. So
ahead of what you saw, and then also the time's completely different from where you started. Like if you spend more time,
time dilation.
Yeah. So like
that's what I watched Interstellar. That's what that's about. Also, once just ended.
Yeah, bro. If this is like a reference to the superpower episode, boom, teleportation powers. Like what's
that'd actually be the most wait. I thought we limited teleportation. You can only like. What can you bring with you? Because you have to bring like kind of space.
Yeah, no, but like, what's that one? It's a show on Netflix. It's called like I don't know. It's a show where it's like where these mutants and this dude he has like teleportation powers, and he develops his powers to a certain amount where he can teleport through time, which is like he can teleport. Like he realizes that he himself is not limited and that. And he can move himself through time.
Umbrella Academy?
Umbrella Academy, yeah, bro.
Are you talking about 5?
Yes. And he can teleport through time.
That's kind of insane.
All the stuff we're talking about is trademarked.
Yeah, all this trademark.
We can say the name.
No, I'm saying we trademark all this.
Oh, yeah. You can't copy it in Russian.
You can't copy it in Russian. How long is this so far?
It's been 8 minutes.
How about a short and sweet podcast episode? Because launch ended. We're actually, for podcast listeners, a little lore. We're setting up for a show, an African American humanities show in our school, and we're in the auditorium for all day practice, but this is our lunch break. We came to grind, record the podcast, put out another episode for the listeners.
And if you want to show up to the show, it's on February 22nd at Ann Arbor Skyline.
Don't tell them where we live. Where we live.
Wait. No, we have to edit the last part out. Don't tell everyone.
It's a fucking school.
Okay, and Tyrone's gonna.
I don't live at the
school. But they might come to fuck with us. People online are crazy.
Yeah.
No. And post, can you bleep out the town and the town and the name of the school?
Yeah. No. Come to the school. I got my gang. We can come shoot you.
No, don't say that, Joe. Don't say. We do not. That's a joke. It's a joke.
In self-defense.
It's a joke. Okay. My podcast listeners.
Everything we said was comedy purposes.